Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda at the Timepiece Garden. Panda's all excited because she is. You know, we're outside. She's excited. Well, she likes it when Mama has garden days or outside days, and she can just hang out. She likes hanging outside in the garden with me. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my doorway open. Now, for the most part, it's really bleh. Words are awesome when I have them, aren't they? Let's just get it open. Again, the clamps are holding just fine. I do want to get some more, but I can get those at a big box store. I don't have a big box store here where I am. Does that make sense? So, but the door piece here, I need to go ahead and staple like this down to the pole so I can go ahead and cut out my door so I can get in and out. So that's where we're going to start. The supervisor's telling me to get my butt to work because she wants to get in the greenhouse. So, and then from there, I'll probably start putting plastic over my hoops. That is one of the new solar ones that I don't have to worry about the batteries, which is awesome. So anyway, let me get to work, and I'll talk to you in a few. All right, staples on the front are on. Doors open and accessible. Let's go in. Dun, 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 dun. Just in time. I can see I need to water my peppers. The other cute thing that you can see, which I always find amazing, water drips. Now Panda's been in here, so it's possible that she dripped water, but otherwise it's condensation from the roof, because it does condensate in here. So from there, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to come inside. I want to go ahead and get some feed in. And just kind of rake it through. I need to work on getting the black plastic in along the edge. And then I've got seeds. I have seeds with me. So now again, so far the peppers are doing fine. You can see I got another pepper there. Now again, it made it through the last freeze, which was awesome. This was the pepper I showed you in the last freeze, and he's still doing well, not bruised or anything. So, like I said, let me get busy. You can see where babies from the last bloom, and now there's new blooms. So, yeah, let me get busy. Let me get busy in here and you know, get the plastic down and get the food in and get some seeds going. Because this should be harvestable about the time. Everything that I have outside here just completely dies back. Some of this will last through to Thanksgiving, like some of the radishes and turnips. As long as we don't get an excessively cold spell, the mustard greens, the orchas, a lot of this will go through Thanksgiving and longer if I get their cold frames up. And by the time they truly die back, it makes sense, this will be my area just like it was last year, coming out and get greens. So, talk to you again in a few minutes. And we're planted. All right, I went and put orchards here, opposite side from where they were last year. Then I did mustard greens. For both of those, I've doubled the amount of space that they got last year. From here, I put turnips, and I cut it in half. The strawberry spinach that's still growing there is going to stay there. My peppers here that are my test, there you go. They're going to stay right where they are. I did put some spinach in between it, and then I put some spinach here, and then the rest of that is strawberry spinach. I put the strawberry spinach here towards the front because of how low it grows. Again, you can look at the one back there in the corner. It is the lowest of all the plants in here. So putting it kind of front, it's going to be better for it. Regular spinach will be fine with the peppers. They tend to grow lower than the three that are over here. These three that are over here will take up this entire bed. I mean, it'll be full. So, all that's left to do in here is water. So I'm gonna get busy. I'm gonna get watering, and then clean up my cut plastic, and start thinking about what I'm gonna do with these guys. You know? Yeah, we'll just see. I'm getting there. moment at a time. All right, talk to you in a few. All right, so what I've decided is I'm gonna go ahead and clean this row up a little. Pandas, because the scrub has gotten dead a lot, and the chiggers have died back a lot, so have the ticks. Does that make sense? She is back into playing in the area that I'm gonna clean up this winter. That's the goal. She's chasing a critter. Anyway, back to this side. I'm gonna clean this side up. The thought process is, I'm gonna start down at this end. I still have turnips and radishes here, and most of this stuff I just want the seeds. You know, the tomato itself here, you can see it's died back. None of this fruit's going to be any good. I need to go ahead and take it out. Having said that, I can actually move this A-frame. Let's zoom out so you can see it. I can move it this way. And why I say that is if I leave this one where it is, because that's where my parsnips and my carrots are that I also want to go to seed, I can, how do I say this? I can hoop tunnel this. Especially if I use the 3 wooden A-frames that I already have built. That one, this middle one, and then go ahead and move that one to the last bit of the carrots here. So all the carrots and the radishes and stuff can be covered. I can staple it down on the far side, which is the uphill side, and then this on the downhill side. I can leave this so I can open it and close it as necessary. Which will let all these guys go to seed. Don't have to do that right this minute. We've got 2 weeks where there's not another freeze. And they might, you know, all seed well before then. But if I get it cleaned up so all that's left in here is the turnips, the radishes, the parsnips, and the carrots, you know, then it's just them. Everything else I can clean up. Having said that, the little metal one here, thought about turning it sideways, and it can protect these little lettuces that are here by themselves. Does that make sense? And that way the majority of this will just get cleaned up. Starting with the top from where I just rigged something up for that last freeze. I think that'll work. You know? And then as far as cleanup, because I don't have a lot of time left for today before the temperature starts to drop. So as far as cleanup, anything I pull out, I'm just going to lay over here, because I'm not taking the tomatoes or the peppers or anything like this yet over to the compost pile. So I can take what I want to out of here, put it in there, you know, take all the strings off because they don't need to be there. I mean, just, you know, clean it up in general. And move that frame, maybe resize that frame just to see, you know, that way I know how much plastic I do or don't need. That's where I'm going to start. Because the next row with my lettuces and my turnips and my spinaches that are in there and my orchas and the mustard greens down at that end, I've got to, either way I need PVC pipe. If I'm going to do PVC pipe directly on the bed, like I did down there, which worked really well, or if I put PVC pipes in my little cold frames to stop the wire from drooping down on them when we get ice. Either way I need PVC, and I don't have it. So, it's all good. I'll figure something out. Anyway, that's where we're going. Let me get you cleaning, and I'll talk to you later. Alright, it's 5:30. Temperature's dropping, 62 and dropping. And there's the 3 A-frames, again, kind of lined up over the carrots, the radishes, and the turnips. This here's just marigolds. It's all open, and then I put the smaller one just over those 2 little heads of lettuce. That way, should we have a, I don't know, a quick, you know, gonna rain, gonna get you know, a freeze. There we go. Use the right words, neat. Gonna get a freeze. I can come out here and throw plastic on them real quick. Again, I say freeze. All of these sitting right here, the carrots, the turnips, the parsnips, the radishes, all of this stuff will take a frost. You know, it'll get droopy when you wake up in the morning, and it'll come back and be like, yeah, I got this. They won't take a freeze though. Well, they might. They just, you know, better if you protect them a little. So, yeah, same thing with this one. I can throw some plastic over it real quick. I won't lie, I love my curly leaf lettuces better than I do my straight leaf lettuces, but it's nice when you have more than one lettuce, you know, I'm gonna pick a leaf here, in a salad. It's awesome. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with these guys. You know, I won't lie, I like the way those A-frames work. But that takes up a lot of plastic. So, these guys aren't tall, or aren't crazy tall. And if I only do it this tall, you know, and make it a box, the lettuces and like the strawberry spinaches and the regular spinaches don't get, again, don't get that tall. Even the turnips and the radishes here don't get this tall. So, that's what I'm thinking. It's just a thought. Would take less wood. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, this side is done though. I'm not touching it anymore tonight. And yeah. Miss Panda and I got a bag full of greens and we're having salad with dinner tonight. But she and I, she's over there in the scrub. We'll talk to you later. Alright, another one of the miscellaneous videos. Yeah, persimmons reed. So, we've had that freeze. I went ahead and picked the fruit, and you can see where it's starting to orange. Does that make sense? You can kind of see that on all of them. They're starting to go orange, but they're not mushy. So these are still not edible yet. But because they were orange and we've had the freeze, I went ahead and picked 3 of them. And on this one I've cut out a seed, and on that one I've cut out a seed. And that's a spoon. That's clearly a spoon, which means snow. We'll be shoveling snow. That one is also a spoon, which means snow. I haven't opened the third one yet. If it's a knife, it would be long and skinny from the bottom all the way to the top, which means icy, cuts like ice, really, you know, windy cold. If it's a spork, where the tip here would be separated into 2 or 3, so round bottom like the spoon, but the tops have got, you know, 3 different spots, that would be a normal winter. So this is spoon. You kind of, and I think it did it. You see how that's kind of got a little tip there? It's got that little double V. That might have been from where I split it right there. Does that make sense? But it's still more spoon than spork, so that's ice. Anyway, I'm gonna open the third one. Check it out. I'll put a couple of pictures at the end of the video so you can see, you know, clear pictures of a knife, a fork, and a spoon. But that's spoon. Spoon means snow, according to the persimmon tree. All right, talk to you in a few.